Say it. Keep going. No, don't stop now.
We can go bed for bed.
We can go in for in. Welcome to the Poor Perspective, ladies and gentlemen. What did I do? Wow. How do I do it right?
Fuck that. We can go in for M.
Fuck that. We can go in for
It's
M.
too late now.
Oh, I ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Welcome, everybody. We're a week late and like $100 short.
Damn, you're fat ass. I mean, my bad.
Damn. Already calling me out right at the beginning.
You straight. You gonna leave. You gonna
but
leave.
just to let everyone know,
trails on the
Blake did not have a day off last week, so we could not do the episode
in 14 days.
We tried.
In 14 days.
Yeah.
I had in like 10 days. Like 12 days, I had like 1 day off. I don't know why it took me so long to say that.
We should do it.
It's weird knowing, because like when we do it without the camera, it feels natural. But when we do it with the camera, it almost feels like somebody is over there to the left watching us.
Yeah, and I don't like to look over there, bro. Like sometimes
and if you feel awkward. It's just something that we're gonna have to get used to.
I'm used to it. I'm ready.
Yeah, but you always want to be
at me.
You always want to be the limelight of attention. You know,
Negative.
just putting a camera.
I like
is just
in the corner of the
adding to
shadows and just watch.
That's
people
absolutely not true. No, there's different situations where you want to be in the corner, but I feel like that's with everyone. No, actually, you know what? That's not true. There are some people in this world that cannot stand not being a part of a conversation. No, that's not true. That's not true. I can be fine sitting, especially if it's a conversation I don't want any part of. I'll sit there and listen.
And get all the info.
That's what I'm always doing. What are you talking about?
He's a little freaking.
I'm a gossip. I like gossip.
He does. He feeds on gossip.
You got a loud mouth. Telling straight guy.
Telling story.
I mean, big mouth. Sorry.
So you just fucked it up.
The
whole joke.
Yeah, you kind of did, man. It was good the first one, and then you retracted your statement.
Okay, fuck it, dude. Just
took it away. You haven't been on your.
But
we'll be back.
We'll be right after this commercial break. But it's like I enjoy talking around the water cooler as a metaphor, like at work.
He likes talking around the good old watering hole.
Me and my boss, we talk a lot of shit at work. Not to each other, but just about people and things in general.
Look.
I talk a lot of shit at
It's
work.
not that we talk shit, we talk about things that are going on.
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
I talk a lot of shit at work, bro.
I bet you do. But you have so many, dude, you've probably worked in the same area as somebody for the last, like, however long you've worked there, and you probably still don't know their name. Because there's so many people in that place.
Well, the turnover rate is also really high.
Yeah. There's a lot of people I used to know that are gone.
Somebody that I used to know.
Everyone's on the same page today, and I really like it.
Let's go, team.
Power Rangers.
I told Izzy about this yesterday.
Oh, God.
In the spring, if this guy is still doing this, have you heard of do you know who World of T-Shirts is? Have you heard of that?
No.
It has nothing to do with T-shirts. And I'm sure there's some people that are listening and watching right now that know who this is. I promise you that I will go on this guy's tour. First of all, he's an autistic guy. He's an alcoholic, but he makes his money by doing tours in New York City.
But look,
hold on. Let me continue.
My issue with this is that there are now millions of people feeding his problem.
There are.
This is not like first
he's
off,
autistic. Show
he's
me.
autistic.
Oh, I know who he is.
My whiskey needs.
Yeah, I've seen this video.
Coffee blackened in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me.
Oh, that's SoCo.
You're too sweet for me.
He drinks anything, bro. He just doesn't. The only thing he doesn't drink is beer.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but dude,
what does he do? Does he sing?
No, he just goes to cities.
He goes to well, that's what he used to do is he used to go around to different cities and just go on drinking tours.
Sponsor us, Jack.
Please don't. I almost threw up to your alcohol lesson.
Apparently,
he doesn't drink to begin with.
A few weeks ago, he got mugged or something. And then he's been hanging around this streamer called Mr. Based. Mr. Based is this old skinny guy that's a streamer in New York. He lives in New York City. And I guess he came across Josh somehow, and they became friends. And people were saying that Mr. Bass started taking advantage of him because how popular he was, and putting him on his stream, giving him a job, basically giving him money and stuff like that. So he would come and do like streams with Mr. Bass, and then eventually, the timeline is so weird on TikTok because there's different videos coming out at different times, and I see them at different times. But from what I understand,
that alcohol, bro. Sorry.
At one point, people thought
This
Josh.
is
This guy's
superpower.
name is Josh. He passed out on stream, like in Mr. Bass' house, and Mr. Bass didn't even see it. He just continued talking to the chat, and so
this is pretty normal activity.
Somebody called the cops on him and had him come check on Josh and everybody's telling him, like, sending $5 just to do the TTS where it says it out, your message out loud. It says, go drug Josh again. And he go, fuck you, Michael Quinn.
Well, my issue is
I didn't drug him.
He might be a high level functioning, right? But this is still has to be classified as some forms of abuse.
How? He's a grown man this is a business. He makes money from this.
I know, and people are fueling his addiction and his problem, which is like, damn, I'll have you pay for it, and I'll pay you back. That way, I'm not like,
okay, I mean, I'm not going to buy him any drinks, but if he's offering to go on a tour, I'm going to go on a tour with this motherfucker.
yeah, it might be the last one with them,
Well, you're both going to be there, so
I mean, I'm sure we'll bring.
we'll probably be streaming.
So we'll do a joint thing. Let's do that.
If we do that, we will definitely be streaming it with him.
But that is,
I don't know if he streams them.
that is just insane. And I know my level of realization, rational thinking is like at the top level right now about this situation. But as I get drinks in, I'm gonna be fueling this guy.
Exactly,
and that's so
bro.
bad. But I know I'm gonna be. Yeah, dude.
It's just gonna make him black out.
Oh my gosh!
Like, can you keep up with me?
One lady found him passed out on the side of the road, and somebody videoed it, and he woke up and he was drunk as fuck, and he punched her in the face and ran. I swear to God, it's
That's
somewhere on
not
TikTok.
funny.
It's fucked up.
I mean, she's scared of autism. Who's in the wrong here? Is it her or him?
You should have just let. She didn't know he was autistic.
I mean, that's why you don't go up to random people and wake them up.
Wow.
You do it from a distance.
Let the cops do it,
You
at least.
You do it from a safe, not punchable distance. Okay, so she put herself in that risk, and she
Get like a big stick and just
poke him. Throw some newspaper.
Newspaper at him.
Get a bottle of water and squirt it in his face. I wouldn't get too close to anybody. Pass on a bench.
Hell no, you don't know what they got in
No,
their
man.
hand.
I
They
don't
come
want
up
that to happen to
slicing,
me,
bro.
right? Yeah,
But-
slice and dice.
I was gonna say we could go like a little earlier, but we all have so much shit going on in the next few months that we're not gonna be able to go in the next few months. And then once we get past that, it's gonna be too cold to go up there. Unless we go in like
Too
November.
cold. I love the cold.
I mean, I like the cold too, but I think
You
December and January
Up there, they get like feet of snow. Like not
Yeah.
a foot.
I'm
like
ready.
like 2 feet.
no, like
I am
one time I
ready.
was up there and it was like 5 feet or something. Maybe
Come on
not
now,
that
Blake.
much, like 4 feet.
I had to get you go out.
Yeah, but
Come on now.
they're prepared for
28
that.
degrees in the shorts.
Oh, I'm cool with that. I've been in New York City in the snow.
I mean, I'm
I
cool
know what
going.
it
I'm
looks
cool
like.
going in the snow.
You just have to
I don't
get
know if he's
over
going to be
that-
doing
that
those
mental-
tours though.
Yeah, why not? The alcohol will keep you warm. Also, you just have to get over that.
Well,
mental.
I'm just saying,
Well, also
this is
the
also a very
alcohol, you have
volatile
to-
situation. It could end at any single moment.
Well, I mean, yes, I am very much aware of
The
that.
earlier that we go, the better.
I don't really.
Right, his kidneys don't have forever.
I'm down to go to New York. but
You
I
don't want to do the tour? You're doing the tour, bro.
You're doing the tour.
I don't want to fucking spend time.
You're
with
doing
this
the tour.
fool. If we're going
You're
to New
doing the tour.
York,
We can
gonna go
leave at any
spending time
point.
with us.
We can if it gets crazy, we can leave, bro. And it's only gonna be one time. We're gonna be there for at least probably
Let me put
4 or
this
5
way, Blake.
days.
Okay. I know this sounds shitty.
Oh
Okay.
God, here we go.
At any point in time, if shit goes south, I'm throwing his little ass under the bus. And
Oh, I'm not scared or nothing.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
Nah,
in
I think we'll be all
If he
right.
goes to the worst area possible and goes up to like a group of freaking like
No,
some, you
well,
know,
I mean, he
don't-
does
I
this
don't
for
know.
he does
Listen.
this every day, so I'm assuming he knows where to try to
I
go
gotta be
because he
ready.
doesn't like getting
Listen,
robbed.
bro.
He
I'm the only
complains
one
about
here
it a
that's
lot.
been in
Wait,
New
he
York.
wait. Well, hold up, pause.
So
He complains about getting robbed a lot.
Yeah. There was literally. Hold on, let me see if I can find one.
Because I can't.
robbed? Yeah, you know. Bet.
So it takes 5 to 7
But it's all right as long as you stay out of certain areas. One time when I was in New York,
I'm a pretty smooth talker. I'm good. I'm good.
I don't know.
One time when I was in New York, I think I've told this story before, but I don't care. It was me and my sister and my nephew, and we're walking. Shut up! I talk with my hands.
I'm walking with you. I'm illustrating.
So we're trying to find like with the ferry to get back to Jersey to get to the car and get out.
I'm illustrating. Let's go.
Just let him do it. This is improv.
All right, fuck it. So we're walking, and our phones are about to die, right? Can't find.
Continue.
We're walking. I'm looking over to my left, and I see this construction site, this fence, and like the little border thing that they put up next to the road. 15 homeless people, bro, just all lined up sitting right there.
What are you gonna do? Illustrate for homeless people?
And then about 2 minutes, yeah.
They're not giving money.
I'm giving them. Keep telling the story.
And then like probably 2 minutes
you
later.
peasant. There you go. Now continue. That's how it would go.
I'm actually scared of what would happen. So my sister, her being her little southern ass self, we're walking, and I see out the corner of my eye a drug deal happening, and we're like right next to it. Like I'm talking arm length. My sister, I keep walking. My sister stops and is staring at these two people, and so quickly, let's fucking go. Like stop fucking looking.
Just stop to stare.
My little nephew's right there in the stroller, and yeah, like that. I was kind of freaked out right then. I was like, we gotta.
What street were you on?
It was Lower Manhattan, like down by the very tip. We were trying to. I don't know what street we were on, but we were trying to find the ferry. Like we literally found it right before the last one left. So we almost got stuck in New York for the night.
Oh wow. Oh, you were going back to New Jersey? Is that where you were coming from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is off topic, but I just got another family message. And people are saying that now we should fast our prayers and that we should also fast.
Wow. Yeah. Are you gonna fast?
I mean, I guess I kind of have been in some senses, in some ways, shapes and forms of fasting.
I don't think drinking is part of fasting.
Okay, listen here.
Bismillah.
The first
Haram.
3 days, yeah, I fasted.
Halal.
Okay.
Wait, no, haram.
Wait,
That's haram.
It's funny because one half of the family is Catholic, one half of the family is
Non-denominational.
Thank you. And then the other half of the family is. Oh God, I can't remember.
When I think of fasting, I usually think my mind usually goes to Muslims. Am I correct? Or
I mean,
Yeah, you fast for
they
Ramadan.
fast for Ramadan and stuff like that. I've been in church for a long time, and I have never heard anything, at least Southern Christians,
Because
about
American
fasting.
Christianity has branched off. Oh man, I can go deep. Long story short, right? Roman Catholicism branched off from original Christianity, and then through all that, through the years, blah blah blah, makes it to America. It has branched off so far because Christianity is a religion just like Judaism, just like Islam. They all pray to the same God. It's a lot of the same
It's just
texts they all believe
the
in.
semantics in the middle.
The difference
that are different.
is, so Judaism was first. Jesus was a Jew. He he did whatever they say he did, right? Had his own disciples that created Christianity, which was originally just a different sect of Judaism before it grew over time and became its own religion. And then from that, Islam, what's his name? Muhammad was another prophet after Jesus. Muslims believe that Jesus, it was God reincarnate, like God, like, everything Christians believe. They just believe that Muhammad came as a prophet after and gave more, wisdom, So they literally
And then what's
just
the difference
branch
between
off each other.
So, I really don't know that much about Judaism, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. Like, what the difference is between that Judaism, Muslims, and Christianity?
Well, there's a lot of different. I don't know a lot either. I'm not like a professional. But I
Damn
know
you.
like I know Judaism. They do like a lot of. I don't want to say the word rituals because it sounds weird and stuff, but they do a lot of.
Catholics do rituals.
Yeah,
Catholics.
Catholics.
Dude, the first time I ever went to a Catholic service,
It probably threw you off a little.
I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basic training when I was 17 years old, and it was a Sunday. It was actually the day before I messed my leg up. Womp womp, fuck you. Anyway, but I walk in there and they do they walk down the aisle with the fucking things, the poles or whatever they are, and then you gotta like kneel down. I was too big, bruh, like to kneel down in these pews.
What? Oh,
So I was just not doing it correctly. I was actually, the pews were just tiny. It was a tiny little army church room. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they weren't very big or anything like that.
Yeah. So were they speaking Latin?
Probably yes. I don't specifically remember it, but most likely.
So my stepmom, she's Catholic.
Okay.
And we went to a Catholic church. I think once, for sure. I remember once, and it was the most craziest experience to me because the whole time he was speaking Latin, and I had to get down on the little fucking kneeling things and stuff. But yeah, it was just a crazy.
We're back. Sorry about that.
All right, so there was an incident. Ready? I'm about to just read this. A 39-foot yacht was sunk by a pod of killer whales in a terrifying 2-hour attack in the Mediterranean. The fuck are you improving?
We're illustrating. This is our new thing, bro.
Okay, illustrate in your seat and calm the fuck down. Sergeant Robert Powell, 59, and his crew were 22 hours into their 10-day journey from Villamora, Portugal to Greece when the orcas targeted their boat. The coordinated assault compared to wolves hunting saw the whales battering the boat's weak points, including the rudder, keel, and stern. Despite attempts to deter them with firecrackers and engine shutdowns, the vessel's hull eventually split, causing it to sink. The crew was rescued by a Spanish salvage vessel just before the yacht sank 130 feet below the sea. Powell believes this pod could be the same group responsible for similar attacks in recent years.
Now my question is, do we think they're doing this for a specific reason? Because if it's I don't think animals do things that don't get them food. You know what I'm saying? So like if they did this once already and it didn't produce any food for them, like eating humans or what the fuck ever they were trying to do, why would they try to do it again? So obviously it has to be for some other reason.
Here's a theory. Orcas are insanely smart. Some argue that they can be smarter than us.
I mean, maybe.
They could
maybe
be
in dolphin
the
language.
the only difference between us and orcas is our environment. We can mend our environment. We can build all the tools that has made us get to where we are today. They can't do that. They don't have hands, But in their environment, they can still be just as intelligent. Not, know all the shit we know, but
just as intelligent for what they are.
Like
The same and at the same level we were when we were in the same environment. As
some say they're very self-aware.
Yeah, dolphins and orcas
Self-aware.
and whales, they're pretty damn smart.
They're like really
dolphins rape people.
No, okay.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference.
Yes, they do. But go ahead. I'll defend dolphins later. There's really no defending. It's just it's nature. But go ahead.
Fuck, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
That's horrible.
What?
Saying rape is nature.
No,
that you can't say that.
No, not in the sense of like us. I'm talking about like in their environment. That's like a normal, like observed thing that the aquatic animals do. Like
I literally
it's
talked
fucked
about,
up, but it happens.
I talked about it on the podcast one time where two brother whales or
no, it was penguins. Penguins.
No. It was I think it was
gay
dolphins.
manatee.
Manatees.
Gay manatee.
Gay man was like my favorite episode.
He literally punctured his brother's spleen.
Oh God, I forgot about that, bro.
Imagine that.
Imagine.
I came up from nothing. Just imagine that.
Imagination.
But yeah, no, I'm not condoning it in any way, shape, or form. I just want to state that, okay?
I don't know.
So
It
it's
sounds
not
like you're
distorted.
fighting for. It sounds like you're pro rape.
Pro dolphin
But
rape.
it's just it happens in the
And unfortunately, that does that give the dolphins the right to rape humans?
That sounds
should
like a
they be
South
killed
Park
for that?
episode.
No, it's freaking King of the
Like,
Hill.
what do you
He went to
do?
the resort and he
King
had a
of the
thing
Hill?
with the dolphin. Yes, King of the Hill. They had an episode where the whole family won a vacation to this resort and to swim with the dolphins. So Hank swam with the dolphins, and the guy was like, "Oh, he really likes you." And then he started like took Hank under the water and started raping
Oh
Hank.
my god.
Holy shit!
Do you not remember that?
No,
I
I
never
don't
watched
remember that
King of the
It
Hill.
was
episode.
so funny.
King of the Hill was white trash for me.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of the show.
Yeah, that's the-
though.
that's the
whole-
They're-
yeah,
that's
the
what they
premise.
are is
That's
white
the-
trash.
But I watched.
I don't even say. I wouldn't even say. I mean, he's
It's
salesman,
exaggerated.
She's a teacher, but
they're
I mean,
still white trash.
they
That's
live
what
in
they're
a nice
presented.
neighborhood.
That's
No,
what they're presented
they're-
as.
I feel like they're more presented as just like.
Well,
this
if they're not
year-
presented as white trash, then they're presented as country people, and that's almost even more offensive.
Yeah, they're presented as just run of the mill, middle class country people.
I watched Squidbillies though.
Oh my god! You know what I couldn't watch? What was the one with the meatball and the
Yes,
French fries?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Dude, that I used to wake up in the middle of the night
Yes.
and it would be playing, and I would get so scared of what was going on the TV screen. I
Robot
like
Chicken was my shit.
Robot Chicken used to scare the fuck out of me too when I was like 7.
Very demented.
It's dude, that show's messed up. The funniest ones are always either like the Superman ones or the Scooby Doo ones. What was the Scooby Doo one, bro? What did he say? I can't remember. I'll look it up later. But
There you go.
Oh, man, that's something that this generation will never experience, man.
the original Scooby Doo cartoons.
I feel like all of us fell asleep
they're
watching
on.
Cartoon Network
So,
and then woke up in the middle of the
yeah.
night to Adult Swim.
yeah, that is
streaming
something that
service.
is
Yeah, and you had you had the oh my goodness, the astronaut and the ship. It was like Toonie at night.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Yeah, yeah.
Tsunami.
at
That was
night.
that was yeah. That
the
was
shit.
where when they I'd wake up in the middle of the night and Naruto Shippuden was be on or something.
For me, it was like Dragon Ball Z. the original
Or
Dragon Ball.
Inuyasha. That show used to freak me the hell out.
But it was there was a lot going on. But yeah, they won't get this. They won't.
Bro, it's crazy to think about that. Like, I don't know, it make you feel a little older, but it's like we're literally like the last. Can you not touch my stuff, Kendall?
I'm just moving the trash out of the way.
Then why are you still in the way?
Continue your topic.
Damn.
Sorry. But it's like we're the last generation that ever experienced like a part of the world before everything
Before
changed.
cell phones, yeah.
Before everything started
Mainly
changing.
before cell, because I remember like when I was
I wouldn't say cell phones, more or less smartphones.
smartphones. Yeah, you're right. But like when I was growing up, when my brother Brandon was like 16, he had like a flip phone, and I
had a
used
brick.
to.
I had a flip
Yeah.
phone.
I had a track phone till I was like 15.
It
So
was a Nokia. I still
and then
had Snake.
I had no
a lot of kids don't go outside anymore. They just sit in their house and just play on their tablets or whatever. My dad used to kick me the hell out of the
same. My
house.
grandma used to be like, "Get outside."
Yeah,
Well,
go
well,
outside,
I wanna
go
be
play.
outside, I don't care. Get out.
Yeah, they
That's
don't give a
something
shit
I'm
if it's
really
hot
grateful-
outside.
That's what I'm really grateful for. When I was really young, I spent most of my time outside doing shit, building forts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Exploring,
we
bro,
got
getting
in
hurt.
trouble multiple times for trying to start campfires. And we would come home smelling like smoke. And one time we used paint thinner to get it to, because it's flammable.
Yeah.
And we came, and I remember getting in the car to go see the Christmas lights. And my stepmom was like, someone smells like paint thinner. I'm like, and I'm just sitting in the back seat, shitting my pants. It's not me.
It's him. It's him.
It's Kevin. He did it.
Did y'all-
You were with him, so
Did y'all ever, when you were younger, did y'all ever like owe each other one? So you would tell, like, you got in trouble and Kevin would take your spot.
No.
I was about to say that'd
No,
be so.
no.
Like,
We
yeah,
we
like
had a
whole
strong
system.
sense of justice in our household. Me and Kevin.
yeah,
did.
it's
So
also-
if you did something dumb, I'm throwing your ass under the bus so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also sounds like snitch.
I mean, he snitched on me. What?
What?
Fuck him. I mean, there was certain things. No, I'm saying I wouldn't just tell on him if he did something. But if he tried to, if like he started getting in trouble and tried to include me in it, hell yeah, I'm throwing your ass onto the bus. I didn't do shit. So
Even my stepsister, like when I was real, like not my current stepsister, but my old one, even her, even though she was a fucking, excuse my language, but a cunt, and she was a horrible human being to me.
I had a
and
stepsister
lied
that was
about
like
me
that
all
too.
the time. Oh, this one is worse, bro. I promise you. I promise you, bro.
I mean, look at Blake.
Yeah, I would probably be mean to him too if he was
Right.
my little brother.
But shut the fuck up. I was
It made
just,
you stronger, so.
oh, I'm not like
Builds
crying about
character.
it, but I still tried not to snitch on her. I wouldn't say nothing until she went and snitched on me, made up some bullshit story, and then I'd have to be like, no, that's not the truth. Like,
Now, I will say there were times when I would hurt him, and I'm like, I'm sorry. You can hit me back real quick, so if you don't go tell or something like that. So that definitely did happen. And then we never really got into fist fights ever, but like one of us, we would be arguing, like get really like into arguing, and I'd like one of us would it would escalate from pushing, and I would like smack him like square in the middle of the back or something. And then I would just take off running because I knew he was running after me to hit me.
pussy.
Oh, yeah, we used to do that. That sibling smack you like right in the center of your back.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And you just take off, bro. And then it would escalate to, it was always open hand. I would like walk up, dude, and I would just use the very tips of my fingers just to
touch my leg.
just to smack the hell out of the back of his head. Just the tips of your fingers, and that shit hurts. And then you run away because he's going to do the exact same thing to me, and it hurts. So I left.
Or you could just punch him and watch him.
No, I didn't want to punch. I didn't want to hurt him. Wow.
Oh no! What is that?
Anyway, let's talk about Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Did you hear what happened the other day? Huh?
What happened?
The,
Talking about that he endorsed her?
No. The
You
governor,
I don't
Governor
know.
Abbott.
Is this accurate information? Because yesterday you tried to
It was
tell
on
me
the news.
She dropped out of the race.
No, that was different. I
was like, what?
That was a fake TikTok that I saw.
Don't believe TikTok.
Governor Abbott of Texas dropped off over 100 illegal immigrants that just came off the border and bussed them to Kamala Harris's house and dropped them off in her front yard
That's awesome.
and just left them there. So, and he said, and he made a statement and he said, this has been my problem for a long time, and I want to show that the federal government that this is no longer only my problem. Mm-hmm. So he dropped them. He's like, you can deal with them. You figure out what to do with them.
Damn.
It was pretty badass.
Talk about
but yeah, there were
making
like,
a
dude,
statement.
there were little kids, there were old people, there were there were like over 100 of them were just
respect the
chilling
hell out of
in her
him.
front yard.
That's a real Texas motherfucker right there, bro. That's something only Texas would do. Like
Right.
for
Damn.
But yeah, I guess I saw a fake TikTok showing. I thought I saw something said she dropped out of the race. But then you can never really trust what TikTok says. So I try not to write down most of my stuff if I see.
you
it
know
on
what she probably
TikTok.
said? Well, you know, my mother told me when I was young that if a coconut falls on your head, it hurts.
What the fuck? I haven't seen her speak at all.
That's my Kamala Harris impersonation.
So I honestly forgot that she existed until President Biden stepped down as the candidate.
She is one cringy motherfucker.
What the hell is going on right now?
I don't know. I gotta find some videos to show you later. But
Okay.
she's
I've
she's a
heard the
piece of
laugh.
work.
If that's what you're. Yeah. Yeah.
it's like a cackle. I don't do it well, but like that's my impersonation. That's what I do.
Izzy, you said you had a topic that you wanted to say. You didn't want to tell me the other day. So what is it? Let's hear it. Putting you on the spot.
Huh? What did I say? Which one?
I don't remember. You said, I think it was about feral people or feral kids in the woods or something like that.
Yeah, the Awajiwas.
Oh yeah, what was it? No, the Skinwalkers.
Yes, but
That was what it was.
That's for a later episode.
Oh, a later episode. Okay.
I was gonna
that's for a later episode.
I was gonna suggest for us to do a 2-part thing today, but you know,
a 2-part episode?
yeah, since you want to put me on the spot. But we can go back to a date not too long ago. We can go back to the night of July 6th of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't very long ago.
Not very long ago.
Did you
Picture
s-
it. We're
picturing it?
in Illinois, okay?
I'm not in Illinois. I wasn't
are
in it.
now.
Okay.
Okay. And we are Sonia Massey, which is a woman who called police
I
to her
remember.
residence July 6th of 2024 because she was under the impression and she was concerned because she thought she heard someone outside of her residence, her house, her property. So she calls police for, you know, any person. She lives by herself. It's nighttime. You think someone's outside your house. Smartest thing probably wouldn't be to go outside, you know? So she calls police. Police arrive. And this is going to be up because also just back to the story, back note. If you haven't heard of this story, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a very messed up story. It's a bad bad outcome. Thank you. But I do think everyone should know about this story. So she calls the police because she thinks there's someone outside her house. So police arrive, and one of the officers on duty was a Grayson. What was his name? His last name was Grayson. I know that much. Oh lordy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Sean Grayson. Was a sheriff that arrived with his partner. Don't know his name. They arrived, searched the outside, so they didn't find anyone there. So they asked if they could come inside of the residence because, well, you know, they have to cover all ends. Maybe the person that was outside somehow managed to sneak in through a window. Who knows? But so they wanted to scan. So she, of course, allowed them. She had nothing to hide, nothing to fear. Come on in. At least so she thought. So Officer Grayson and his partner came in, searched the perimeters, and showed that when they came to the conclusion that there was no one inside the house. Miss Sonia was over at her kitchen filling up a pot of water, which the officer even
Well, it was on the
advised her to
stove. It
do.
was boiling.
No.
It wasn't boiling?
No. So the way it goes with that one, let's see if I can find it. Because that was something that threw me off. I was like, whoa, okay, but this is actually, they were able to pull the court documents of what happened, which was throwing me off because I was like, yeah, everyone, you know, a lot of people were saying that it was already on the pot, it was boiling. No, Officer Grayson actually instructed her to go ahead and, you know, fill up her pot, do what she needed to do. There was a small exchange of words, and it ended with Officer Grayson firing 3 shots and one hitting Miss Sonia
In the
below
face.
her, basically right between her nose, like between her nose and her eyes, killing her. So this woman called in the police officers that she thought would be her, you know, protectors, saving her, helping her in the situation, which ended up killing her.
Which
Did you see
I watched-
the body cam video?
Yes,
the
I've
body
seen
cam
the body
footage
cam.
has
What he
been
talks
released,
about after?
and it
Yes.
is
disgusting.
It's awful. They could even tell by the trajectory of the bullet that she was in a downwards position as she was cowering. With her hands up,
She literally
saying,
had.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what happens was he pointed. She was over with the pot of water, and she goes, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And then he said something along to like, "No, the fuck you don't," or something like that. And then she has the pot in her hands, and she said. She's like, or he said, "I'll shoot you in the fucking face," or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he points his gun at her,
And
screams, "Put it the fuck down!" And she says, "I'm sorry," and puts her hands up like this and goes down. And then he shoots her in the fucking face. Obviously, there's a fucking demon in him because he didn't, and the demon didn't like hearing "I rebuke you in the
Yeah,
name
there
of
was-
Jesus." Apparently,
There was something.
so it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what the hell? How are you?
Think about
He
this.
either had to have gone through a moment of psychosis, to justify shooting. Like, how many other times
Think
has this
about
happened
this.
to him?
Think about this.
Has he ever killed it? He seemed pretty okay after killing a person right after. So how
Yeah.
many times has this happened before?
So luckily, because his body cam footage was not on, if you look at the footage that was released, the one you're talking about,
Yeah.
you notice it wasn't from his point of view.
It was from his
Miraculously, his body cam footage was off during this encounter. Luckily, his partner's was on, and I feel like even in the sense of his partner, I feel like he was probably, I don't know, he probably picked up on the vibe and his demeanor. He might have been scared, I don't know, but I guess glad he had his footage on, because
Well,
if not, it
I
would have
wonder-
been, oh, she tried to do this, that, and the other. It would have been pushed under the rug, and she would have been murdered
Yeah.
in her own
For
home
no reason,
nothing.
and you don't even know. The problem is with it. Body cams are still, honestly, they're still relatively new. So like within the last 10 years or so. So 15 years ago, there weren't that many body cams around. So how much of this type of stuff did people get away with? You know what I'm saying? It just makes you think about that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
and
love
it's
body
just
cams.
ridiculous.
It's so interesting.
Me and Blake talked about it the other day. I am obsessed with watching body cam videos, and whether they're and they're not always body cams. Some of them are like First Amendment auditors. Sometimes
no, I don't really like those because those people are kind of jackasses.
they are jackasses, but they're there to prove a point that people need to understand law better. Obviously, just because they do make people uncomfortable. But that's the whole point, is
Well,
to
I'm
make
talking
somebody
more of the
uncomfortable.
ones that
Because
just
just because you make someone uncomfortable doesn't mean that you're doing anything that's against the law. And I think that's most of what they're trying to do.
But there's some that'll just start cussing people out at the very beginning.
Yeah, and they're not very nice as soon as but I'm sure they're. I don't know if there's either the reason for that is either they're trying to elicit a reaction, or they have just been doing it for so long that they just think that everybody that comes up to them is going to be a fucking asshole. So they
Yeah, but fuck them.
yeah. So, but you know what's actually very, very dangerous? You guys know about the Cartnark guy, right?
Yeah,
That
is.
guy-
I followed him since like 2014.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. You know, he went on Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil told him he was basically an idiot for doing that. Like somebody's gonna shoot him or something. Because on it, he's like doesn't say any curse words. He has this whole character. He's upbeat. He's like and he's like it's almost like passive aggressiveness. The way that he does it, and then he'll put magnets on people's cars, bro. And dude, people get so
Angry.
mad when he puts the magnets on their cars. Serious. But let me tell you something. I have gone into fits of rage over fucking carts before, bro. People not putting their carts back. I go up, like I used to work at the vape shop over here in Lebanon, and it's in the Walmart parking lot. And someone right in front of the vape shop, which the vape shop is at least 50 yards away from the fucking entrance of Walmart. They'll put their fucking carts, just leave them in a parking spot, and knowing you can't use. I've literally picked up a shopping cart over my head, and I just tossed it into the bushes while people are staring at me.
Why?
Because I get mad, bro.
Take it over to the fucking
Fuck that.
thing.
Do you know how many times I've done that? I'm tired of cleaning up after other people. Fuck that. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah, that shit is stupid, man. That shit pisses me off when people leave their cards just around.
So, going in a little bit more on good old Sean Grayson, because people know Sonya, loved by her family that's here, spoken highly
Did
of.
she have any history? I feel like
No.
she didn't have a history of mental illness whatsoever. So that is what they asked her when she first opened the door. They were actually not very nice. At least Sean Grayson was not in the video, was not being nice when she opened the door.
So
It almost felt like she was wasting his time.
And then just so the record states, what she said and how it went was Messi complied and said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Grayson became angry. You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face, he said. He then raised his gun, described it as a 9mm pistol, and yelled at Messi to drop the effing pot. Messi is seen apologizing and ducking for cover, at which Grayson opened fire. 3 shots are heard in the video, which everyone can go look at it. It's online. I guess viewer discretion is advised. After the shooting, Grayson can be heard saying Massey was going to throw the hot water on him, which is not correct. There's nothing showing that she had any intention of throwing water on her. She was in front of her kitchen sink. But to lean on the good old Sean Grayson, age 30, this piece of shit. He is now, well, grand jury has now indicted him on 3 counts of first-degree murder.
There you go.
And 1 count each for aggravated battery with a firearm and
Fucking idiot.
official misconduct. So, but here's the thing, and here's the question that everyone, especially the family, is asking, which is, why was he even on the police force? Because, so, he was in the Army before, and he was discharged because of a serious offense. That's what the personal files say. And then I went ahead and did some, I was like, well, what do they consider a serious offense? So a serious offense is considered basically a lot of things: drugs, sex, disobeying orders. But I feel like with this guy, it's probably something not so minor.
Something where he probably beat the living shit out of somebody, or
Well, you can't just make an assumption.
And then then after that, once he was released and dishonorably discharged from the Army, he pled guilty to not 1 but 2 DUIs before working with the law enforcement agency. Don't know why. And then also on top of that, once he started working for the sheriff's department, after a few incidents, he was recommended to take high-stress decision-making classes. So the family, and as do I, wonder why he was even allowed to be on the police force, knowing his history, knowing he's a loose cannon, knowing he's a possible wild card, and could tick and blow up at any point.
I want to see the interview after he was brought into custody. I want to, because they have to do their due diligence,
Oh, yeah,
so they're going to sit there and interview and be like, why did you do what you did? There's no reasoning for it, but what is your reasoning?
Right, because you can't say she was going to attack you.
Yeah,
You're a
you
big
can't-
guy. You're a huge dude. She's a small
And
lady.
you got 2
Yeah.
people.
You have
There's
2
two
people
of you in
You have
there.
a taser. You have cuffs.
If he says something about, and my thing is, if he was in the Army, he could say something. He's like, well, I have PTSD. Well, then what the fuck are you doing on a police force?
Yeah, you have a taser
If
gun.
you have
Use
PTSD, like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
It was
I want to know
sickening.
why it happened.
And as far as the Illinois police force, sheriff force, they're supposed to be
Was
top.
it in Chicago?
I'm not. Let's see. I can find out where. I'm not. I know it was Illinois. Not for sure where precisely, but
Find out if it's
as
in
far as
Chicago.
like sheriffs are supposed to be seen as on a higher regard when it comes to local law enforcement. Dropping the ball and it looks really shitty. So
Well, all of the, hate to say it, but major Democratic-run cities, it's all corrupted. Like L.A.
Well,
there's
this
gangs.
wasn't even corruption.
Chicago,
this was
I'm
just
pretty sure
someone
there's
that shouldn't
gangs.
have had worn the badge.
Shouldn't
He
have had a
should
weapon
Never
in
had
general.
a weapon.
What I'm saying is, with that comes a lot of,
letting people through that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was idiotic. That was awful, and it cost a woman her life.
I mean, you got places like San Diego, California, that are the cops aren't even allowed to do anything when they go in and start stealing things, and they have them on camera.
Yeah, their laws on that now are so freaking messed up. So now
Like,
basically you
I
can
get-
steal anything as long as it's not past $1,000.
Yeah, as long as it's not a
misdemeanor.
past $1,000, it's a misdemeanor, and they're not even going to try to come after you.
Yeah,
for
so
it.
you basically stealing is not a punishable
not a
crime.
What's
punishable
crazy
crime.
is all they have to do is just like change that law back or whatever, and like most of the people who have been stealing would stop, and they still haven't.
I mean, it's just crazy, bro. Like, what are these people? What are these? They intend to gain from having the law the way that it is. After seeing, are they just too proud to switch it back? Is that
I'm
what
not
it
for
is?
sure. Maybe they felt
because
they were using too many resources trying to track down and actually put officers on these cases, and they weren't having any success.
well, it's just ridiculous.
Because most likely you have to realize that a lot of those people are stealing all that stuff not to wear on themselves, to resell. They're going to sell it to other people. So at that point in time, you have your suspect, but where's the product? And then you have an innocent person that thinks it could be a legitimate product. Hey, I just got it. You want to buy it?
Well,
I mean,
they probably know it's stolen, but you can't prove that.
I mean,
so.
yeah, you can't. So, but I mean,
Unless you have like text.
I'm not
messages.
saying they should keep
but
the law.
but like
the way
we
it
said a
is,
minute
but-
ago, they're not gonna go that far if it's a misdemeanor. Just for a misdemeanor.
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go that far.
Just
it's not
like when
worth
they had
it.
me fill out a police report so I can replace my trash can. Motherfucker, you know you're not going to put any effort into locating my precious trash can. Just get me a new one.
Oh, God.
Like, what?
I remember when somebody stole it. We made the joke for a week that somebody just got a brand new mobile home.
Like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever experienced.
Who
Like,
steals a
really?
trash can,
No,
bro?
to fill out a police report for a trash can. Like, what are they
What
gonna
the fuck you gonna
do?
use a trash can for?
Who knows?
Maybe they were using it as the trash can of the encampment.
Campground, yeah.
Maybe so.
Encampment.
Listen, when you get off at the Lebanon exit, and there's the guy, he's always standing there with his backpack, and he's always looks fucked up, but he's always got a sign that says anything helps or something like that. I was coming home one day, and I saw him, he started walking off, because the bridge is right there.
Yeah.
I saw him he walked off into the distance, and then I saw him duck and go under the bridge, where I didn't even think that you could go under.
Oh yeah, easy right there.
But I've driven past there. I don't see anybody. So that means that they're up inside of it, and it's under, like there's an underneath in a flat area up there that they're all just chilling and camping in. Did you guys know that?
They're not all there.
I promise you. I was talking to somebody else about it
There's
at
a
the vape
few.
shop.
Yes, there's a good amount, but they're not all there.
I want to go. We should just go streaming. Go.
Apparently,
What? You're gonna get shanked and raped
No,
by a
we'll
hobo?
bring food or money.
so how about this?
money. So you want to get robbed?
In Antioch, I don't remember where it's at, but it's like right in the middle of the city. You go down and walk in this stream, and there's like this cave, man. You walk deep into it. It's like a fucking full on cave right under Antioch. It's like not, you gotta,
There's a lot of
find
caves in
it.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
There's a cave over by my dad's house that is like a 6 mile long cave.
we need to go find caves.
Now, I can promise you, I will not be going inside of the cave, because the mouth of the cave, my dad said when he went in it when he was a teenager, the water came up to about right here, and he had to crawl on his belly and go like this with the water like up against his nose almost. So fuck you. No, I'm not
Just
doing
turn your
that.
head.
That's not going to help.
Yeah, I guess.
And these people that go spelunking in these caves that are fucking like miles deep, and they get stuck and they have to break their fucking collarbones to get out of, fuck all of that.
Yeah, I
imagine
be able to do that shit.
getting stuck in a fucking cave, bro.
When I say let's go to a cave, I mean one of the ones like the touristy.
I'll go to the
ones.
Bell Witch Cave.
Isn't that fake?
No, it's not fake. My brother Brandon went to. They used to in ag back when he was in high school. He graduated in 2009, so this was probably 2007 or 2008. They went on a field trip, an ag field trip, to the Bell Witch Cave, and apparently one of the girls got like yanked from, like, they were all sitting in a circle inside the cave, and one of the girls got yanked out of the circle or something like that. and then one of them, you're not supposed to take rocks from the cave.
You're not supposed to take anything or take pictures.
Somebody took a rock from the cave, and they got halfway down the trail and found like scratches on their arms and on their back, and they were like hurting them. So they literally had to walk back to the cave, throw the rock inside, and leave.
Yeah, don't take stuff.
So
Kendall, shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck.
God damn, bro. Like,
You don't even know what I said, bro.
oh, because I got a phone call I had to answer. But now the party's back. Let's get crunk.
Crunk the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk.
Bro, I just got reminded of, you ever seen The Master of Disguise?
I've heard
I'm
of that.
going to be your master of disguise.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
My name is a pistachio.
Maybe. But I will say this, for
Steven
hopefully
Simmons.
maybe a two-parter, I don't know if the time will have to be the deciding factor, but
The boondock.
the story of the Anagloshi will be
Anagloshi.
told. Okay.
The story of the Anagloshi.
Yeah,
I'm
will be
interested.
told. Okay. And don't worry, because I'm gonna learn a lot. I'm gonna be in the process of hopefully learning a lot of indigenous Native American songs
He's talked to an indigenous person.
And
about this
also,
He had a phone conversation with them.
There are like talismans that we can get from the indigenous women and the herbalists.
Are we going
Oh hell yeah! I'm
skinwalker
so
hunting?
down with this shit, bro.
Are we going skinwalker hunting? Is that what
No,
we're
but I
doing?
just want to be protected from the Anagloshi if need be.
You don't look for that. You try and avoid it.
So I'm saying, are you saying when we go camping, is that what it's for?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm learning a lot. Okay, I'm
bet
learning
you are.
a lot.
So when are we going to Gatlinburg?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh
brother.
Lord, yeah. I guess a backstory. This is something that's funny. My mother told me previously a few days ago not to go to Gatlinburg, and I said, "Mother, why?" You know, she said, "Well, with all these politics that's going on, I don't think it's safe." I said, "Mother, what do you mean?" I was like, "Do you think there's racist little feral folk looking for little old Blackie in the freaking middle of the Great Smokies? Like, what's going on here, Mom?" And she's just like, "I don't think it's safe." I'm like, okay. So she's advising against me going because she's in fear of little racist feral folk
Doesn't she know you're
chasing
gonna
me
be-
with pitchforks.
Doesn't she know you're gonna be with 2 white people?
Oh, she already talked about that.
What'd she say?
She said, "They'll be fine. They won't go after them. They'll go after you." I said, "Oh,
That's fucked up.
okay."
They'll definitely go after. If there's feral folk out there, I'm sure they don't give a fuck about what skin color you are. They want
Then
you.
she even went so far. She's like, "You never know. If they start torturing them, they might change sides. You never know about people."
Change size.
Yeah. So, look.
Change sides. What
you know about me and you?
fuck?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, maybe Blake could handle the torturing. I don't know about you.
I don't know if I could.
what do you mean?
I've thought about
I feel
that.
like they would pull one fingernail and you'd be like, "Okay." Like, you know, I'm with you. Kill Blackie. Like,
Booga booga.
so, Blake, I feel like, you know,
so fucked up.
I feel like Blake, it'd take maybe like 5. You know, at 5, he'll break.
5 fingernails?
Yeah, 5 fingers.
My thing is if
You
they
all just
start
have to
putting
wait.
needles.
That's all you have to do. You guys have to wait long enough for me to get to you. Because I'm going to go freaking Ezio Auditore, whatever, Assassin's Creed,
Ezio Auditore.
whatever, and start freaking murking them all. Okay, and then I'm going to get to you one at a time. You just need to
So he's basically Laura Croft from Tomb Raider.
I don't know if I'd compare Ezio to Laura Croft.
But, yeah, don't worry.
I'm saying what he's describing is more of a Laura Croft situation.
These aren't like, well, I guess. You could kinda
Or Tim Drake from Uncharted.
say that. But
That's a movie.
I like that. I like that. But yeah. So that's my mom's point of view. And then the next statement, she's like, "You need to make sure you continue working out." I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to hike and stuff, but you told me not. You told me not.
You don't want me to hike.
So what? Yeah, but you know, no, family's funny.
She just don't want you to go to the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know.
wants
Maybe
you
she
to-
knows something
Oh, no.
she ain't telling me.
She wants you to go to a free.
Maybe
place
she's
like
seen a
Colorado.
freaking 2-legged goat person.
That's what my uncle seen.
Hey, I've seen a pig person.
I
so
talked to somebody. Who
You
the
seen a
hell
pig
did I
person?
talk to? That's what I'm about to comment on. I told somebody about that, and they told me that you are a straight up fucking liar.
No.
But it was somebody that knew you when it happened. I can't remember
Cap.
who I was talking to though.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. Cheyenne Jones was there with me. Okay.
Is that?
What?
No, that's no. Never mind.
No. She was there with me because she brought it to my attention. Because, of course, back then, we were young. We were sneaking away before a football game to smoke a cigarette. So we went to the church right below Central. Okay, right down there. We were on the side of the church because, you know, it's a weekday. No one's there. We're smoking a cigarette. I'm bending down to tie my shoe, and she literally taps me. She says, "Izzy, what the fuck?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Look at this." She's like, "Am I tripping right now? Or is that a motherfucking Pigman?" And I was like, of course, I'm like, what? So I look up to my left, and there's like a little like wire fence with a little wooden post around there, and there's pigs coming out. And at first I didn't see it because I guess my brain was playing illusions with me and just mixing it in with the rest of the pigs. But I shit you not, there was a man with no shirt and a pig face wearing khaki fucking pants with the rest of the pigs.
He's probably really ugly.
And we both looked at each other and we're like, what the heck? And for that split second, He looks over in our direction. We all make eye contact.
So do you think it was a guy wearing a pig head?
I don't know, but me and her
Even that's
looked at
still
each
pretty
other.
crazy.
That is
We
crazy.
looked at each other.
That was before
dropped
Izzy
our
had the
cigarettes, and we ran back to the school. We did
Oh, so you didn't drive there? You walked there.
we walked. It was right there.
We're gonna
next to
we're gonna
Central.
have to go investigate.
It was. You can literally see it off the highway. If you look over to the right, you will see the little tiny, like, kind of shedish, like, church, and behind there's a little brush, but there's like a farm, something back there, and there was a goddamn pigman. So tell whoever that was to kiss my black ass.
So so you've seen a pigman, you've seen a reptile person.
I'm telling you, his hands weren't human.
What
Okay,
else have you seen?
his hands were not human. Okay, and I searched every
know what this sounds
possible
like?
diagnosis,
You know what
and I
this
looked at
sounds
so
like?
many pictures of medical skin conditions, and none of them matched up to what I saw.
You know what this sounds
None.
like? A good case of psychosis.
or psoriasis.
No.
That is the most no. No.
Good
okay.
job.
High five.
Gotta say, I know what I know, and I seen what I seen. Okay, because my other customers
Well,
were
else
even
you
in
don't
there.
know what you
Once
don't
he
know.
left, I literally even looked at them, it's almost as if I saw a ghost. And I even asked them. I said, "Did y'all see his hands?" And they're like, "No, why? What was wrong?" And I explained it to them. Like I am so for sure, without
He probably could have really bad eczema.
without any forms of doubt, I'm sure of what I saw. And maybe there is a medical explanation for it, but I even Googled rare skin conditions. Okay.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
Rare skin conditions.
No, get me wrong. I'm just saying there was a list, and I went through and Googled every single one, and I looked at pictures, conditions, and how it should be visibly apparent, how it should visually appear
Should have
on a
looked up
person's body.
mythical skin conditions or legendary.
You know
I'm
what? If
looking
there
that
are
up right
mythical
now.
creatures, I hope you get raped by a unicorn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Common
What?
skin. Oh.
Well, I guess just the anatomy of a horse would make that horrible all the way around.
I want both horns to go into you.
Oh.
Okay, front and bottom.
I
Yeah.
wanna eat.
Why would
Never mind.
was that? I don't think a unicorn's horn would be used as a.
Why
I
not?
think. I mean.
He's gonna finish you off with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. I think this is like the 62nd episode. I can't remember. It's either the 61st or the 62nd. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Poor Perspective with your hosts, Kendall Justice, Blake Reed, and Isaiah Martin.
I did see a pig man.
I saw a pig man.
Bothering him.
I promise y'all, I saw pig man.
Have a good week, everybody.
Believe
Bye-bye.
me. Believe me.